everyone, it's Vicki from Minerva. Now in today's video I'm going to talk you through 6 of my top favourite blouse patterns for spring. So I think spring is a really lovely time of year to be sewing blouses because they'll carry you through the summer, certainly here in the UK, but they're the type of garment that you can wear throughout the year. So you'll get lots of wear from these in your wardrobe, and we have some really gorgeous fabrics in stock at the moment that are perfect for blouses. So I've picked my favourite pattern pick for each of these patterns just to give you some ideas on the sorts of fabrics that I would team with them. So let's get stuck in. So the first pattern is New Look 6374. Now this pattern has 4 different options, and all of them have like a sort of stand-up collar detail that goes into like a V-neck line with a band detail, and they have at the shoulder seam they have a ruffle detail which creates some shape around the bust. And then there are different sleeve options. So there's a sleeveless or a 3/4 or a longer sleeve, one of which has like a cuff detail with a little button fastening, which is really sweet. And then there's also different hemlines as well. So there's a shorter hemline, or a straight hemline rather, or the one that I really love, which is a shorter hemline at the front and longer at the back. So it's a high-low hem, and it's actually shaped and curved as well. So really lovely options, and you could pick all the bits that you like from the different views to make your perfect blouse. It's a really popular pattern on Minerva, this one. Lots of people have made it, and yeah, I just think it's such a winner, that pattern, that I don't think necessarily the illustration on the front of the envelope really sells it to its best. But if you have a look at some of the versions that people have sewn and shared on Minerva, you'll be able to see the pattern in its full glory, and really sort of look at those line drawings, because that's what at the end of the day we're looking at in a sewing pattern, isn't it? Now the fabric that I chose for this one, so this is one of our beautiful Minerva exclusive designs, and I've gone for quite a dark colourway with this one, and I'm thinking with this, I mean, isn't that just the most beautiful print? These swishes and swirls that look like brush strokes or flashes of light almost. It's on a black background is this fabric with all those beautiful colours. I just think that would be perfect for a blouse, and it's the type of print I think will see you through the year. You could dress that up, dress that down, and it would just hang and drape beautifully. All the fabrics I've got to share with you today are all viscose challis fabrics, and I just think it's the perfect fabric for blouses, because it has our exclusive challis that we print here at Minerva. It has a beautiful weight to it, so you don't need to worry about it being see-through or anything, but it still has that incredible softness, drape, fluidity, movement, and yeah, it's for me it's the perfect fabric to make a blouse. The one I'm actually wearing today, this is a Minerva exclusive viscose challis fabric. This is our blossoming floral print, and this is a New Look pattern. I can't remember the number now off the top of my head, but we'll tag it below the video, so you can see this fabric is just perfect for making blouses, and it just hangs and drapes beautifully, and it just feels lovely against your skin to wear. So the next pattern we've got, this is another New Look pattern, so this is 6658. Now this has 2 different views on the pattern. So there's a sleeveless view or a view with a little sleeve, and that's the main difference between the 2 views. So it has a V neckline with a band around that neckline that goes into a button closure detail here at the front, and then it has a curved hem just below the bust line. And what I really love about this pattern is the fullness that's created around the waist. Because I mean, you can see what I'm wearing here. I do love a soft drapey blouse that has a little bit of fullness. I think that's it looks beautiful in a drapey fabric, and it's just lovely and comfortable to wear. And with this pattern, there's actually an extra panel that's sewn into the two side seams, which hangs down further at the sides. So it creates a really interesting hemline, and it adds the fullness to the top. Now, I've got this pattern at home. It's on the to sew list. You know, so much is always on the sew list. I'm sure there's lots of people watching that do the same. But yeah, I'm determined to sew that pattern soon because I think it's beautiful and just really wearable as well. So the fabric I've chose is this beautiful Minerva exclusive, and just look at that print. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. There's so many layers of colour and texture in this print. When you look up close, hopefully you'll be able to see that on camera. And it's just exquisite. And I love this pop of pink and these like almost yellowy, limey sort of colours, the blues and the turquoise, these corals and oranges, all with these blacks, and you know, there's probably every colour in the rainbow on this fabric, and I just think it's beautiful. For it's quite, you know, a busy print, but for a simple blouse like this, I think it would be beautiful. You know, you could just team it with jeans to wear during the day, or you know, like black trousers to dress it up at evening. Absolutely beautiful. The next pattern we've got is a classic from the indie pattern company Sew Over It. So this is the Zedi Blouse. Now I think this is a really lovely blouse. This is another one I've yet to sew, but it's definitely on the list. I love the gathered details that go into the neckline, the button up closure at the front, the beautiful sleeves that come into a cuff detail at the wrist. I think that's really, really lovely. And there's also actually a version to make it longer as well on this pattern. And the hemline is slightly shaped as well, and there's also some gathering detail at the neckline at the back, with a raglan fit for the sleeve. Just so many lovely details on this pattern, and it's another really popular one in the community. And I love the long sleeve on it. I think that makes it great to wear through, you know, the transitional seasons as well. So the fabric that I've chose for this one is a really pretty, I mean, it makes me think of spring and summer, this fabric. It's so, oh, it's just lovely. Look at the colours in this. It's a gorgeous floral design with lots of like layers of leaves in the background, all in these turquoises and greens and aqua colours, with the pink flowers on there, and the around each of the flowers and the leaves, it has like a sketched line in a very, it looks like it's done in ink almost, like in a pen line. So it has a really sort of illustrative feel to the print. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and I think that would be a wonderful combination for the Zedi blouse. Yeah, it would just be so pretty and perfect for spring and summer, but you can wear that any time of year. Next up, so we have another indie pattern, and this is from Sew Liberated, number 123, and this is the Ada top. Now this is, so it's another button-up blouse that has a band detail that goes all around the neckline, and it creates a V-neck. And it has a seam detail at the front here, and a short sleeve, and then it has a shaped hemline, which I think is a really lovely option on this. One of the options in this seam line here has some gathering detail and some gathering detail at the back yoke, and the other option is just completely plain. So two different looks with the pattern here, and I've chosen a really fun print for this one, and one that again it might be one that you pass over in the Minerva exclusive range next to all the other brighter, you know, colourful prints, but this one is amazing. And you know, at first you think, you know, like, oh, a lovely abstract sort of texture print, but it isn't. If you look closely, can you see all those dinosaurs in that print? I mean, how amazing is that? It's so unusual. Oh, I love the design. I think I've been holding it upside down there. Sorry about that. There we go. It's just, oh, it's incredible. The colours are so rich and saturated as well. They look amazing, and I just love how, you know, from a distance it just looks like a, you know, an abstract sort of print, but then you look up close and you can see all these dinosaurs. Oh, I think it would be really cute as well if you had, you know, a young member in your family, you know, children, or younger children that you know that are learning about dinosaurs, and they could point out the different ones. I know my little nephew at the moment, he's at that stage, and yeah, the dinosaur names that he knows is incredible for his age. But yeah, I love the idea of that, and it's just such an unusual print. Teamed with that blouse, it would make an incredible unique garment that I just think would be amazing. Next up we have, so this is the Avid seamstress, the blouse pattern, and this pattern rather, it's a really good blouse pattern for people that are new to sewing. It has really great reviews in terms of the instructions, and everybody who sews this pattern seems to love it. We actually have a free sew along video here at Minerva as well. That was done by Catherine from our marketing team here at Minerva, and she created a fantastic sew along video. So if you're new to sewing, if this is just going to push your skills a little bit, we've got that full free sew along there for you as well. So it's got a simple neckline, button down fastenings, and then it draws in to an elastic detail at 3/4 length sleeves. So very simple blouse pattern, perfect to be made in viscose because it will hang beautifully, and those sleeves will come into the elastic and drape just beautifully. And I was quite inspired actually by the version on the envelope, this very simple kind of understated print really. So I went for our gorgeous Flourish Splash print from our Minerva exclusive range, and I just love this colourway. It's sort of between a blue and a grey. It's a very sort of dusky blue or a very bluey grey, whichever way your eye sees it. And it just has these flashes of colour that do remind me a little bit of the front of the envelope. And I think it's just those colours make it super special. You've got this coral orange colour, a raspberry pink, this bright mint, and then black and white, and it would just be beautiful. I think if you teamed that wearing it with like black trousers to pick up the black, that would just look amazing, and such a wearable piece for every day in your wardrobe. And then the last pattern I've got to share with you today, so this is Burda 6632, and this is a really another popular pattern in the Minerva community, but I think it's one of those that's maybe a little bit overlooked, so I definitely wanted to include this one today. So you have two different views on this pattern, and the main difference between the two is that one is sleeveless and one is a full length sleeve. It has gathered details into a seam here and gathered details at the back. And then it has a V-neck line which goes into a band that then buttons, it has a detail down the front of sort of like two bands that go down the centre, and then the hemline is shaped again, which I just think is a really pretty feature on a blouse. It gives it quite a feminine sort of look, I think. Just something a little bit different to just a straight hem. So yeah, a really great blouse pattern, and again, really wants a soft drapey fabric. Those gathers or sort of pleat details here that come into the blouse to create the shaping, they'll just look lovely in a soft drapey fabric. So I've chosen this beautiful Minerva exclusive viscose chalet, and just look at that print. Isn't that absolutely, it's so pretty. This really lovely sort of like creamy, almost between a cream and a peachy coloured background, really unusual colour, and then these pink birds with shades of lilac and blue, pink, almost a hint of red in there. I think it's a really lovely scale, would look beautiful in a blouse. And yeah, I just think that will be perfect for spring and summer, but certainly one that you could wear all year round as well, especially if you made the longer version of this blouse. It will be one that would take you around the seasons as well. So that's all the patterns and fabrics that I had to share with you today. So I hope you found that inspiring. I think blouses, like I say, are such a great thing to sew at this time of year, and great like investment pieces for your wardrobe, because certainly something that I wear all the time, to work every day, if I'm going out for for dinner with friends or a husband. They're just such a versatile piece that you can dress up or down, and in a fabric that's soft and drapey and just so beautiful like these, it's it just makes wearing them a joy and sewing them a joy as well. So as always, I'll tag everything that I've mentioned today, all the patterns and all the fabrics below the video on Minerva, so you'll be able to tag on any of those if there's any that you're interested in and you want to take a look at further. All the pricing details and all the information will be on those links. And as always, the great thing about the Minerva website is people that have made these patterns or have sewn in these fabrics, if they share those on our website, you'll be able to see you know, what people have made in them. So it's just really interesting to be able to see, you know, the same pattern made in different fabrics on different people, made by people of different skill sets, you know, sharing their experiences. There's so much valuable information on there that the community you know, is so kind in sharing. And you know, why not create a profile yourself on Minerva? You can share your own makes, you can ask for tips and advice, you know, you can just join in the sewing chat that's happening there with makers from literally all over the world. It's a really fantastic community to join, you know, that's growing every day, and you know, we would absolutely welcome you to create a free profile and join the community with us. So like I say, everything will be tagged below. If you're a member of the Minerva Craft Club, you'll be able to save 10% off everything that I've mentioned in the video today and everything on the Minerva site. So how it works is, the day you sign up, for 12 months from that date, you'll be able to save 10% off everything on the website. That's on top of coupons or sales. It's on top of any sale prices already on the site. So you're always saving when you join the craft club. And as always, we offer free worldwide shipping options as well here at Minerva. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you found it inspiring. Do let me know in the comments below which was your favourite pattern from the ones I've shared with you today. Which was your favourite fabric? Which was your favourite pairing? You know, would you choose one particular pattern and put it with a different fabric than what I've done? I'd love to know which were your favourites. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back again to see you soon with some more fabric, pattern and sewing goodness.